2000s, the 2004s. Yeah, I'm gonna get something like that. I don't want no Suburban, they're too damn big.
Yo, Bird 4, I just released a shitload of videos. The last 4 concern you.
I never sold it, I still keep it. I still got it. Actually, I still got my old Maxima too, I never sold that one either. But the Suburban I'm thinking about selling, but that's not for you because, I tell you, I used to use it to tow my boat. So I'm sure it looks like that cook truck that you looked at. And it's hard to get in at a four-wheel drive. You know, it has that electronic switching. I mean, eventually it switches in and out. But sometimes it, you know, it takes a while to switch in and out of four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive, all that shit works good. That was never a problem. And it also, some of those cars, they had problems with head gaskets in that year, 2000. The antifreeze or something that they used in those cars fucked up the head gaskets and shit. So you got to be careful, I think. You should do some research on that car and see what year it was. I think mine's a 2000, and there was something up with that year with the head gaskets, and the antifreeze that they used fucked up their head gaskets or some bullshit and caused it to leak. So mine, every once in a while, I gotta add antifreeze.
Shut up, stupid. Yeah, that's a known problem for that year. Trust me, I did research on every year. And not for nothing, the early 90s and the late 90s are the best ones. Less complaints, less problems. But, you know, it's like everything, you know. When you start getting into the 2000s and 2005, 10s or whatever, you know, you start dealing with all this electronics and sensors, you got more problems, man. You know, that's why I always like the older cars. You can always work on them yourself. You ain't got to worry about no sensors. You don't have to dismantle the whole top of the engine to fix something. Everything is right there in the old cars. I mean, you pull up in the driveway, you throw it up on the stand, and you do what you got to do. You know, now they're making these cars with all these sensors and a whole bunch of crap, man. And in order to change spark plugs, you got to take the whole damn top of the engine apart just to change the spark plugs, which I find ridiculous.
You know, you got to get them through the wheel well. You got to take the freaking fender skirt out and get them through the wheel well or something like that on some of them. You know, I know. There ain't no room on their cars no more. I like the old cars better too. I mean, to work on, you had room, definitely. But I mean, if you don't really want to start driving a car around that old, do you?
Nah, not really. You know, I mean, I want something up to date. Like I say, 2000, 2004, I'll be happy. You know, I mean, they don't have too many problems. Most of it is like interior, you know, all the plastics breaking and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is, man. You know, my brother got a lot full of old cars right now. He's just letting them sit there and rot. Unbelievable. He got the 64 Chevy, he got the Mustang, he got the Satellite, he's got a Buick Deuce and a quarter Wildcat. He's got a bunch of cars just sitting in his lap, rotten. He's like, oh, I'm going to get big money for this. I'm like, yo, you're kidding yourself. I mean, you can get parts online now for dirt cheap now, you know, on some cars. But he's so hell-bent on keeping stuff. He's an order.
I got that Maxima sitting outside. That's a 2001. And I got the Suburban, still, that's a 2000 that I ain't using. The sensors, my truck, I bought a diesel, right? So, you see my truck. Anyway, you can't idle those trucks anymore. If you idle them, well, one of the sensors went bad on the cat. I forget what the hell a sensor is. Not an oxygen sensor, something else. But anyway, the cat started clogging up. It was doing big can and burn out all the soot and shit and the exhaust. It was a real pain in the ass, like you said. All those different sensors on there. Then if you want to run watts in a fucking car, you got to make sure you shield the computer. They're all a pain in the ass. But you know, that's what you're gonna get these days. time, you know, he used to go to all the auctions and shit like that. He's got a dealer's license, you know. So, you know, he don't fuck around. If you had something that you're interested in, you know, he stands behind the shit that he sells. So he's not like one of those guys.
Yeah, fortunate. I roger that for sure. Well, you must have been talking about the knock sensor or the O2 sensor. Yeah. I know my Chevys, man. You know, I had a couple of Mopars. I had the Chargers. Oh my God, I kick myself in the ass every time I see one now. I should have kept that car. I had a 69 RT. Flip down lights in the front. I had the 71 fastback. I had it. Oh my God, man. I don't know. I was young too, man. I was like 18 years old and I had those cars. I should have kept them.
Yeah, you'd be off today with that car, man.
Man, and then you hang up.
Believe me, Jimmy, I kick myself in the ass every time I see one.
That's the fuck out of here. Nigga, I pick up the phone, I go, hello, hello, hello.
Well, you know, you live and you learn. That's one of life's process. You live and you learn. And I learned. It's like all my cousins, man. They had old hot rods, man. From the 60s all the way up to the 70s, man. They had every hot rod car you could think of. And I had one cousin. He would switch cars like every year and a half. He would go buy another car and sell it, you know, sell his previous car and go buy another one. This guy had every car you can imagine. When I say every car, I mean every car. And I'm just thinking, you know, he sold them for nothing. If he would have kept all those cars, man, forget about it.
Hey, Q.
Yes, sir.
Some don't know how to learn by living free. Some don't know how to learn by living. I waved, I'm dripping wet, I'm back in my car.
Well, you know it is what it is, Richie.
Listen to the boss, I can't wait to hear
Richie.
Richie. Roger, right on, Q. Okay, I don't want to tie it up, man. I know somebody was anticipating and wholeheartedly waiting to have an orgasm when I keyed up. But back to you, Q. Your show. We're back in my quiet cut.
Sexuality, what the hell is going on?
You're a 14, Richie, no doubt about it. Richie, I got your text too. You're a funny guy, man.
Yeah, I was trying to be. You and Jimmy ping pong. I'm back in my cut. Do y'all?
Bye, Richie. 73, no doubt about it. Yeah, Jimmy, you know, it's like, I don't know. I tell you, the next vehicle I get, I put money into, I'm keeping it till it falls apart. It's crazy. When you get rid of a vehicle, you better have a backup plan. I feel crippled now, I ain't got no vehicle.
What? It's a shame because you had something that you really liked.
Hey, Richie, were you playing with your boyfriend's ding dong?
I remember when I talked to you, you said you got that Tahoe you really liked.
Richie playing with his boyfriend's ding dong. Playing ping pong.
Not at all. Things were bad. You know?
I know, I take Jimmy out to Richie, so I know that crackhead is.
Yeah, 14. Man, I could use my sister's car. I don't feel like going back and forth. Yeah, I really love that car, man. It was beautiful, man. No dents, no scratches. The engine was a beast. But 4 days after I had it, transmission started acting up. I went to another. I took it back to the dealer. He started giving me lip, and I was like, you know, I gave you good money, man. I gave you $4 grand cash. Cash. That's, you know, to some people, that's a lot of money. You know, for you to be kicking out in one shot, you know, $4 grand is money to
gonna have to crawl under there next one and look at it, man. You know what? Hang on a second. Let me give my friend a call, see if he has anything, right?
Yeah, get back to me, man. You know, I ain't in a rush.
Punky pie, man.
I've been waiting for what, 4 years now for somebody to get back to me with Christmas. Only one guy responded. It's ridiculous, man. I was gonna go back and watch a movie or something. Probably Sunday. You have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. What's left of it? God bless you and the family, Jimmy. With that, I'm back in the cut.
You want me to call and ask you, or Richie was nowhere to be found today? Good practice. It's up to you.
I mean, you can call him. It's not gonna hurt. You know, I can always say no. I want it. You know, I mean, it's not I mean, I'll call. Give me his number or whatever. Give him mine or whatever. And where's he located at?
Piss me off. Stop hiding, Richard.
Yeah.
I was in front of McDonald's. I didn't see you.
If I, you know, he won't fuck you. You know, that's the thing. Yeah.
Now, you know, anybody who's somebody in radio world or local in the neighborhood or looking for Richie knows Richie don't leave the house till after 5, 6 o'clock at night. Sometimes later than that. What a bozo. Implying. All right, watch what he says when I say I'm out the door. I'll tell you what, he bent out. He couldn't wait for me to key up. I am the king of New York. Meet Mr. ENFORCER250, world.
You could have went down.